Alright, welcome to our last stop on the tour. This is South Boston Car House. We have over in this corner over here, U.S. Mail Car 108. This United States Post Office car comes to us from Portsmouth, Dover, and York Railway. This is the workhorse that hauls the pumpkins on pumpkin patch weekends. So you tag the pumpkin and your pumpkin gets mailed back to the visitor center and that mail car right there. Over here in the middle, we have car number 38. It's a 1906 Laconia, New Hampshire product, operated from Manchester, New Hampshire down to Nashua, New Hampshire, making it a small interurban railway company. This car here has a beautiful mahogany interior with plush velvet seats. The last thing I'd like to mention about this Laconia-built streetcar is after Laconia Car Company was out of business, a shoe manufacturing company moved into the factory and they started making shoes, and this is called streetcars, the shoes your feet get off on, and you can see their logo is car 38, this car right here. So they used an existing preserved streetcar to put on their shoe boxes. Now over here we have this partially tarped to protect it from the weather, but this is an overhead line car that the men could use to work on the overhead wire. You can see it's covered by the tarp, but it's up higher. That's a platform, so the men can work on the wire. This particular overhead line car comes to us from Claremont, New Hampshire. When it was retired, it came to this Trolley Museum, and then in the 1970s, the MBTA had an accident with their overhead line car, and they called Seashore Trolley Museum up, and this line car was sent off to Boston for a few years. So it was pushed back into service in a big city, so it's kind of unique how something was retired, came here, and then brought back to another city because they needed it. So that's kind of neat. And then in the back corner back here is 3127, which is a typical Boston PCC car. You saw the Washington, D.C. PCC. This is the Boston PCC. And this particular car spent most of its life running from Boston Subway, Park Street, out to Watertown Square via Newton Corner and Brighton Center. That's where it spent most of her life operating.